Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. Today we'll be checking out a brand new Steam Deck dock that is a budget alternative to the original Steam Deck dock. We'll see how it works, check it out and try it out with a Steam Deck. So let's get right into the unboxing and setup. Right, it comes in this very neutral looking white box on the front there. We do not have any branding, very plain box. On the back we've got some specifications, the model being Hub M50. It has USB-C, power delivery, HDMI, free USB-A and a Gigabit Ethernet plug, which is really good to see because then you can use this to hook up to the Ethernet, which is especially nice when you're doing in-home streaming. So we cut the seal, let us see what's inside. So inside the box we're greeted with a pouch. Gotta love a good pouch. So what do we have opening up further? It already reveals the dock and we've got an instruction manual. So let's take these two out. And this would be already the contents of the unboxing. So we get the dock itself, we'll take a look at that in a second. Get a user's manual which is rather quick. It's giving us a little bit of an insight into how to use the plug and play. So power delivery and networking is plug and play. So when you're connecting an external hard drive, the instructions here are recommending us to mount it manually and then you can read and write to it. Further, there's just some details on the different HDMI modes. It supports up to 4K 60 and 1440p 144 Hz, so that is really nice. So if you're using some gaming monitor, you will have all the nice refresh rates. Here on the back we just get another overview of the ports, which we can actually take a look at right now. So build quality wise, I really like it. It's made out of aluminium, so it feels very high quality made. It's got a nice kind of like matte, not matte, but like blasted aluminium space gray color. We've got our USB-C type cable here, which would then connect into the Steam Deck. We can try that out in a sec. Turning it around, we've got all of our ports. So we've got our power delivery USB-C, our 4K 60 HDMI, and our three USB-free ports. Turning it around, we've got our Gigabit Ethernet jack here, which we can use to hook up the Steam Deck to the internet and also have speedy fast connections for in-home streaming. Other side is just blank, we just have the cable. And we have, I think this is quite important to note as well, we have kind of like a rubberized material here, both on the back and on the inside of the holding design, so we do not damage the Steam Deck when mounting it. And I guess we have also, not to forget to mention, the pouch. So if you're traveling, this is kind of like an awkward shape, so you can put this in here and it will not scratch anything, or it will not get scratched, which is nice. So let's get started and try this out with the Steam Deck. One more important thing to note, and I think this is one of the main differences that you will have if you get this dock instead of the official dock, you'll need to provide your own power supply. So what is required is that you have your Steam Deck or a compatible USB-C power delivery cable to supply power, otherwise this whole thing won't work as intended as a dock. So just make sure that you have your power supply, and if you do not have a separate one, that you pick one up for this dock. What you'll also need is a HDMI cable. Pretty standard I think. Just make sure that you have a HDMI cable to hook this all up. And I think with these three components, we can then move over to the TV and get this dock set up. Right, our first step would be to connect the Steam Deck's power supply to the wall. Then our next step would be to connect the HDMI of our TV to the dock and our power delivery cable from the Steam Deck. All that's left to do is connecting our Steam Deck to the dock. This is also again very simple. We have the dock mechanism here where the Steam Deck just simply lays into, and we have the right angled USB Type-C cable we can already see the top of the Steam Deck is glowing, that it is successfully charging. We have our charging indicator here, so let's see how this looks. So this actually worked already pretty flawlessly. I simply connected HDMI and turned on the TV using its remote, and it already has been automatically switched into docked mode, meaning the Steam Deck's display has turned off and it is fully transferred over to the TV. Another thing that you'll probably need, but you already have, is a game controller. In this case, we're repurposing the Stadia controller, set it over to Bluetooth mode, so we could pair that up to the Steam Deck. And that already allows us here to start playing in docked mode.
My name is Dr. Gordon Pierce, and I'd like to talk to you about being special. So special, in fact, that we have no idea where you are. That's right. We're working.
So, as you can see, already right off the bat, with the dock in use, we have our full HDMI transmission. Dock mode is working perfectly fine, and also audio transmission has been no problem either. So it has just connected as if it would be a normal Steam Deck dock. Full audio support here. I can control it with the soundbar, and I think other than that, all that's left to do is try out the USB plug, see how that mounting works. But other than that, it is already quite solid, working as intended. One thing let's try out is how quick is it to undock the Steam Deck. So disconnecting the angled USB-C cable here, we have again now our handheld mode, so we can take the Steam Deck and start playing like that. Putting it back into the dock. My TV's complaining there's no signal. Connecting the USB-C cable. And we're already immediately in docked mode. Steam Deck is charged, it's fully charged in this case, but other than that, alright, so I've got a USB drive here to try out the external hard drive function. For that, we just need to turn around our dock. And back here we have 3 USB-3 Type A ports. So let's just get this USB drive plugged in. And as we can already see on the Steam Deck, immediately we get the pop-up, which the instruction manual has been talking about as well. So here it says we just need to mount the drive manually, so this should be relatively easy by just going here, selecting mount and open on the drive we just connected. And the drive has opened. Normally, just as expected, it shows up as a hard drive. And from there, I put on one test image, so let's just get that open up. We have some surprise Minecraft going on here, kind of small. Let's just get this a bit bigger. Our amazing test image. So yeah, the functionality of this works pretty well, and there we have it. So I think the only important thing that you need to know is inside the instruction manuals that you follow the mounting guide, which is very easy if you are connecting a USB hard drive or drive to the back of the dock. Other than that, it works exactly like expected. So far I'm really impressed with the build quality. We've got a nice aluminium enclosure here with some nice padding as well to make sure that your Steam Deck is nice and protected. And other than that, there's not really much more to say. And there we have it. So this would be my quick review and impressions of the Steam Deck Dock. Link for it is of course in the description below. Do check it out if you're looking for a hub that is at a budget price point and you might not need the full official Steam Deck Dock. If you have any questions about it, feel free to ask them in the comments below. So far it has worked perfectly fine like a normal Steam Deck Dock as intended, which is really nice. I quite like the build quality, it feels quite good. Yeah, only thing that you will need to note is that you will need to provide your own USB-C power delivery cable. But other than that, mounting drives work perfectly fine. You'll just need to know that you need to go into the Steam Deck system once you've plugged it in and select mount. I quite like the angled USB-C cable, which also feels nice when plugging in. And the docking capabilities with the Steam Deck just worked flawlessly. connect it, plug and play, and you were off to go. You could start gaming, especially if you have a controller, you can just immediately, yeah, plug in your Steam Deck to your TV and you're ready. Yeah, I think that pretty much sums up the video. If you've enjoyed it, then be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.